My problem is that I have bad procrastination and motivational skills, and I haven't drawn in like so long that I couldn't even tell you. At least excluding digital art, which even then I don't even do much of that either. However, it's been becoming more harder for me to just say, hey, I'm an artist, because I don't feel like it a lot of the time. I take very, very long breaks, which granted, I know it is good to take breaks, but at the same time, there are times I take long breaks and I get so rusty that it makes me even more upset and frustrated at myself that I'm not doing anything. And so here's why I'm making this video. Basically, I decided, why not just have my audience, you guys, to just hold me accountable. So what I'm thinking of doing, at least, is I want to try to do every 2 or 3 weeks, I want to make a sketchbook progress update video, something like that, where, you know, I just show you guys a couple little things, little snippets of what I've been working on, what I've been doing in the sketchbook. And I wonder if it'll be like a fun video, and I don't know, I just think the idea and concept of it is just very fun and interesting, and it can push me to want to obviously, you know, draw. Also aim for like drawing every single day, because I gotta warm myself back up. So I want to try to at least draw every other day if possible, and not take almost 2 weeks before I draw something else. It's really bad. So yeah. Also, throughout the entirety of October, which, hey, it's October the 2nd, I am planning this other series where I do special videos related to my OCs. I'm participating in a self-challenge, which is a OC-tober challenge, and I just talk about my OCs, I draw them in a video, and you guys basically just ask questions of, if you're interested, of course, just ask questions about the lore, the characters, or wherever else you want to know about my story. And I will try my best to answer them in a video or draw something related to it. So for this video, I am going to be trying to do my first cover of the sketchbook. This is actually a new sketchbook I got about a couple months ago. I did draw in it the first time when I did my first page, and I also wanted to record that process, but that's at the time where I just wasn't really interested in making videos at the time. And so the first page, which I will show you guys, it's yeah, anyways, it's been a while since I've seen this, and to be honest with you, I had like an idea. It was an idea, I promise you, it was an idea. It was something that was gonna be kind of cool. You see it, July. I was working on this around July, and I just never drew it. But look, it's blank. I promise you guys, it's blank. Well, I don't know where that came from, but it is blank overall. I'm thinking of either taking this out and putting this on somewhere else, or I could just keep it, but I really don't want this to be my first page. Before all of that, let's just look at this cover. So as you see, I have random paint just right here. Don't ask. It was gouache. I was trying to test out my gouache that I didn't even open for about a couple months, and it was dried. Yep. By the way, that was also supposed to be a video, but I never got around to it. So yeah, the next couple things are just things I just took a screenshot of and then printed out on my label printer thing. It's actually from my shop, but I decided why not. And this right here, this is actually another video in which I did not do. Yeah, you guys are seeing a pattern. Lots of videos I'm working on, yet I haven't gotten done yet, or have even edited or thought about it. It's still in my gallery somewhere. I'm bad, okay guys, I'm sorry, because I say I'm gonna do a lot of things, but I don't do it because, like I said, I have very bad procrastination. So yeah, anyways, should I say sure, why not? I don't know when it's gonna come out, so I might as well. So I'm working on a sticker video, sort of, where I unboxed my stickers that I made, and I was gonna sell it on my shop, and I was gonna advertise it. It was gonna be a whole little thing, and I never got around to it. Like, I remember I made a community post, and I asked basically if you guys would ever like to buy merch related to my OCs at some point, and I eventually did get around to making that said merch, but then I got scared and cold feet because I was like, I don't think no one's gonna go and buy it. So yeah, this is a keychain, if you guys don't know. I had a video previously where I unboxed keychains that I was going to sell in my shop. These are the keychains, and I love them. These two are from the Mama series, Tower of God. This is Bomb, this is Coon. Love them. So anyways, I'm sorry for rambling. It's also late at night, so yeah. And I tend to get very rambly at night. But anyways, another Coon Bomb. Yeah. Things I want to do in the sketchbook. Am I gonna do it? No. But yeah. And then I have another take the Naruto off. Yeah, just recently, about like almost a month ago now, I got into this awesome anime called like Blood Blockade, Barricade, I don't know, it's like Battlefield Blockade. It's a tongue twister, okay? It's Blood Blockade Battlefield, something along those lines. Anyway, I could pronounce the Japanese version, but I'm gonna butcher it, so I'm not even gonna try to do that. But yeah, also I have stickers. So these are just stickers I collected over a lot of time, and I just never done nothing with. So I'm thinking of putting these stickers either right here or on the cover, and that's what I'm thinking of doing. Will I do in this video? Maybe. I don't know yet. We'll see. So right here I have a little collection of things I cut out at some point, and I want to put in my sketchbook, but I don't know when I'm gonna put it in. And I think it's actually kind of cool to have something like this for like things you have and you want to just put in your sketchbook at some point. And yeah, it's some really cool funny stuff in here, and I really want to put them in my sketchbook. Also gonna try to stop talking, and we're gonna get to the first page and draw the first page. So here's a general rough sketch of it. I won't lie, I had to sketch it off camera because I went through like so many like reversions or like how I wanted to do it. Like there's one point where I'm gonna show you guys in the video where I wanted him to kind of like float and try to catch this, but I couldn't get the hand to look right in that whole thing. And so I was like, okay, no, I'm gonna try something else. And then I continued, hit a stump, and then I took a little bit of break to just kind of try to reorganize my whole thing. And then I finally came back and I was like, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna do something. I'm doing too much. Let me just go a little simple. And that's how I ended up coming to this. Try to also make the head look nice. I haven't done a lot of traditional in so long, so a lot of my anatomy and everything is kind of wonky. This is supposed to be Snow. He's kind of tearing. Hey, it's voiceover Mofu, and I am here to just do a voiceover. So a couple of my inspirations for drawing this first new cover, not really new cover, but I don't know what first cover you guys seen, but that was not a first cover. So I'm making a new cover, and the inspiration for this first cover was an inspiration of actually a few things. So originally I wanted to sort of be similar to like a manga cover. So I wanted to sort of be like a volume 1 through 3 type of scenario, and I was actually thinking of doing this with this sketchbook in particular, but then I realized this is not technically my first sketchbook. I have way more sketchbooks, I just lost count. So there was another sketchbook tour I actually made like ways ago, and I mentioned how I'm restarting over. So that's the first sketchbook technically that I started over, and that's actually number 1, and this one would technically be number 2. However, the other thing that inspired me with this cover that I'm also working on is actually a song. Funny enough, I was listening to an anime opening last night. So I was listening to Naruto Shippuden, one of like the many openings of Naruto, and in particular it's like opening 18 of Shippuden, and it's called Line. And I don't know why, but I love that opening so much. If you guys watch or even heard of the song, you kind of know what I'm talking about, but it's so whimsically sad, and I think it's just because I grew up with Naruto, so like maybe I'm just feeling emotional because I have attachment to all these characters, or at least I like them. But the thing about it, I like the opening because it's like it doesn't even matter if it's just the main characters like Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura, and like Kakashi and stuff like that, but it's like a whole lot of like the other side characters you wouldn't even see, or even the villains, you know, and they're all in this opening, and it's just like this whole special moment of all of them trying to like catch this crystal, and like it's like, oh, it's something about it that's so, I don't know, it's hard to describe, but it inspired me low-key. And inspired me pretty high key actually. It inspired me to create something similar or a similar piece. And you see my OC Snow, finally I'm talking about this drawing now, and he's attempting to try to grab this star-like crystal. And in my interpretation of actually that Naruto opening in particular is it's a sort of dream that all of them want to get. Like, for example, there is this one point where Naruto is trying to grab at the crystal. He can't get it when he's younger, and he continues to try to grab it, can't grab it. That crystal comes to Sasuke. Sasuke sort of tries to grab it, but doesn't. He kind of runs away scared. And then as he gets older, he's like starts like attacking it, of course, because if you watch Naruto, you understand the symbolicness of why he's doing that, right? So eventually, at the very, very end of the opening, Naruto, as he's older, he now finally grabs that crystal in his hand that everyone has been trying desperately throughout the entire opening to grasp. This whole voiceover, I just realized it's just me fangirling over this one particular Naruto opening. I am sorry. And I barely even talked about the drawing. Actually, I am voiceovering before I draw the drawing, so I don't even know how it's turning out. Hopefully it's turning out good, or it could be very bad. And I just want to thank you all for watching the video up to this point and just listening to me ramble about random stuff. And just basically, I want to try to move past this very, very bad art block slash like unmotivational feeling that I have been feeling actually for the past like almost 2 to 3 years. This is not something that has been happening to me recently, like a weekly or monthly ago or something like that. This is actually something that has been happening to me for almost 2 to 3 years. Since that's such a hard pill for me to swallow, I don't want to give up on my dream that I've been basically doing for almost a decade now, right? So that's why I'm hoping that maybe during a little mini series, not stressing myself out, I'm not going to try to also put out videos every single day or nothing like that, but just when I feel comfortable, that's when I'll actually post. Actually, I have on my my about me on the YouTube page or whatever, where I mentioned that I will only actually start uploading like every other week or every other 2 weeks or something like along those lines. So basically, if I upload one week, I won't upload the next week. Anyways, if you made this far, thank you so very much. And also comment Mofu with 2 U's and a star, and you can get a shout out where I shouted out people who watched this far or something like that. And so I want to try to bring that back, and maybe also you'll bring some very positive interactions and stuff like that, or engagement, and that's kind of what I'm hoping for. So yeah, I will be seeing you guys until next time. Stay Mofo and Mofus.